Alright, in this video I want to be explaining the exact 103,000 per month onboarding process that's going to stop you from losing clients every month. If you're getting recurring revenue, if you're doing payment plans, this is how to stop people from churning, from not paying those payment plans, and how to just make the entire process of onboarding once someone has joined your program absolutely seamless and work a lot better than what you currently have set up. So one common thing that I see a lot is coaches spend so much time focusing on the front end of their sales process. So they have the best closes, they make sure that they have a ton of leads coming through, qualified leads, good landing page, good VSL, all of this stuff, and not that much attention's put into the actual post-call flow of once you've closed someone, once someone's paid to be inside your program. Not much effort's put into that, which is really bad. Okay, you don't want that to be the case because realistically, your whole business runs off of getting good reviews. Okay, you could have the best marketing, you could have all the leads in the world, but if you're not getting consistent testimonials, consistent case studies, people aren't saying good things about your program, you're not going to be able to scale, and more often than not, you're going to slowly get less and less leads coming in, okay? Because you're not being able to show your audience, hey, this actually works, here's XYZ's results to prove that this works, okay? So the best way and sort of the best frame to look at the whole onboarding process is that people, when they join a program, will make up their mind if it's valuable or not in their own mind within the first 24 hours, okay, of joining the program. So you need to custom tailor everything to be the most valuable, the best possible information you can give this person within the first 24 hours. It needs to be super important. Obviously, the rest of the program should be solid as well, and you should have a clear roadmap for that, but you need to front load value for these people when they join. So getting straight into it, I've got a bit of a flow right here. We'll start at the top, okay? Prospect buys, great. So the closer has just closed prospect, they've just paid the amount. It's very important that the closer onboards the lead on the sales call, okay? I've seen so many coaches just after someone's closed, they have SOPs in place where the closer will sell someone into the program, and then afterwards they just say, oh, yep, you'll get an email sent to you. Anyway, goodbye. Like, that is the worst thing to do. When someone's just spent $3,000 and the closer's spent all this time and effort and energy to convince this person to buy into the program, they need reassurance. The lead needs reassurance. They need to know, okay, I made the right decision here, because most of the refunds come within the first 24 hours as well. That's what you'll see. People will refund, people will have cold feet about joining within the first 24 hours. So you need to make sure that you're doing the onboarding on the sales call. It's not going to take that much time. It'll take like 5 minutes max, all right, for the salesperson to just get them into the program and show them around a little bit, okay? Like, that's the max amount of time. You can be saying, yes, but I've got a custom video that gets sent to these people when they join. Like, that's not good enough, bottom line, okay? You need to make sure that the closer is going over the onboarding process with the lead on the call itself. It's the best way to guarantee that the lead is going to be feeling safe, feeling secure after buying this program, and they're definitely not going to refund within the first 24 hours. Next step here, pretty self-explanatory, but the closer needs to make sure that everything is crystal clear. Again, this should only take about 5-10 minutes for the closer. I understand you want the closer to have their availability open for as much as possible within the day, so it should only take 10-15 minutes for the closer to go through everything and make things crystal clear. Now, after this onboarding process, once the closer has onboarded the lead to, let's say you're hosting everything on circle.com, they've onboarded them to Circle, they've shown them around a little bit, shown them what's what. This should also somewhat be covered within the pitch. So if you have the pitch set up correctly, the closer should showcase what's inside the program and how to use things within the pitch to an extent. This onboarding process afterwards is kind of just reiterating a little bit of stuff and making sure that the prospect has everything crystal clear on their end. But once this has been done by the closer, the next step, and it's ideal that this takes place, is the closer needs to tell the prospect, hey, you can set up a one-on-one call with the offer owner, so the person who actually runs this mentorship, where they can go into further detail and, very important, you can set up or you'll be provided a custom plan on that one-on-one call. Okay, so this doesn't have to take place immediately, although it would be great to schedule these calls within about 48 hours of the person joining, ideally. Once that happens, the offer owner would need to hop on these calls. It is a one-on-one onboarding call, okay? They can go over any further details that need to be discussed, if the prospect has any questions, anything like that. But very important that we provide the prospect a custom plan within that one-on-one call, okay? Ideally, it would be great to have these one-on-one onboarding calls take place within the first 24 hours, sort of harking back to what I said at the start. If you can't do that, okay, but you are risking, people not getting the full value within the first 24 hours. So if possible, it'd be amazing to make sure that we can host these one-on-one calls for onboarding with the offer owner within the first 24 hours of that lead joining. It's pretty simple. Again, these calls aren't going to take forever. They're 15 minutes. It's worth it on the offer owner's end. It is 100% worth doing. And what it does essentially is it's the finishing touch for the prospect, okay? They might have already been pretty sold on their decision and they know that they weren't going to refund, or they've got a pretty good idea. But if they actually have a one-on-one onboarding call with the offer owner where they're able to discuss everything, they're able to get a custom plan for the rest or the duration of the mentorship, they are not going to refund at all. In fact, they're going to be singing your praises. They're going to be asking you if you'd like a case study from them, okay? They're going to be so eager to give you a case study, to help you out, to give you a testimonial. And that's where you're going to be able to scale your business up and up and up from that point. Because now you have not only a great front-end sales system, now you've taken care of the back-end sales system. Once the post-call flow, once someone's joined the program, what's happening. So you've got that taken care of. And with this cycle of sales and how we can kind of grow these mentorship programs, these info product coaching programs, the best way to do it, and really the only way to do it, is through testimonials and case studies. You need case studies. They're the lifeblood of info businesses. So if you've got your back-end sales system sorted and you're getting really great testimonials and case studies because you have such a dialed-in onboarding process, it's a self-sustaining system. You're going to be getting more case studies, which is going to result in more people coming into your funnel, more closes, more onboarding, more case studies, and the cycle just kind of keeps going and going on like that. So if this video was helpful for you, make sure to let me know in the description or in the comments. But in the description of this video, if you're wanting a professional team to build out your onboarding process from scratch on your behalf, completely done for you, then you can click the link in the description. You can go through our landing page, check out some of the case studies, some of the results that we've gotten personally within J&G Operations, my agency. And if things look good, you can schedule a call with our agency where you'll be able to talk one-on-one with me and my business partner, and we can see sort of what you're needing in terms of marketing and how we can potentially help you build out your own onboarding process, plus more.